Hey y'all. So I know y'all saw, let me get my screen ready. I know y'all saw the footage that CNN just released of P. Diddy. First off, I want to say I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Sending you peace, love, and blessings your way. But yeah, I'm about to set it off because watching this clip was very triggering for me. As we know, P. Diddy has been in hot fire for a minute over some allegations, some very incriminating allegations about sex trafficking, abuse, all types of things, being a federal informant, all types of shit. And we've been saying this, like we kind of knew we knew this for years. People knew this for years. People were afraid to speak out. And so when things come to light, when they're done with him, they're deciding to, sacrifice him in the industry because he probably won't pay ball, or he probably not adhering to something in his contract. Who knows? Whatever the case may be, they're deciding to throw him to the wolves and air all his dirty laundry. They're pretty much discussing everything he has ever done, everything anything under the sun. Mind you, our government knew that he was doing sherm shit. They knew he was trafficking women, having doing blackmail, which is like you know, uh freak off blackmail, where pretty much you hold these egregious sex tapes over various celebrities' heads, for Mad Day or when you want to get him in line. He was pretty much the Epstein of hip hop, the Black Epstein of hip hop. Now, when we tried to wake things up, people were saying we trying to take the black man down. We're trying to cape for white supremacy by aligning with, by calling him out, by wanting to hold him accountable for the things that he has done to our community that has been detrimental to hip hop, to our culture, and to Black Americans. And so, and for him himself aligning with the system to work for the system against the his own interests of his people. So I think that it is possible that he has had a change of heart, and that towards the end, as we know, he gave back his publishing back to all of his artists, and then he wanted to sue you know one of them the liquor company for not handling Ciroc the right way. So we saw all of that, and then he wanted to jump into the reparation space, and he wanted to put on like some of the more grassroots people, and he wanted to, he was doing certain things that I think kind of ruffled feathers, and they couldn't get him in line. He may have had that epiphany, like, okay, all these things, all this dirt that I have done over the years, I don't want to do it no more. And they come for him. I'm willing to entertain that theory, but at the end of the day, you have to still account and atone for your actions. What you put out is what you're going to get back. And so when you align with these type of systems that are pretty much a devil system, you cannot eat from the devil's plate and then think you're going to go after said system, or think you're going to change it. You had to have been far from it from the get-go, or you had to have walked away a long time ago before you even got all this blood on your hands, or this dirt on your hands, as we say. So P. Diddy, nonetheless, CNN just released the footage. And I believed Cassie. I believed when people have came forward, whether it be Black men, Black women, people have been coming forward for years. I told y'all in that video, again, there was several videos that I've done of P. Diddy. We went through 20 years of people coming forward saying what P. Diddy had done to them. I showed y'all Black-owned forums of Black people discussing things from 2005, 2014, 2010, showing that like it was a bunch of people been talking about this stuff. It was just so underground, and it was on forums like of how he was screwing over his artists and things he was doing in the industry to hurt people. It's nothing new. We already had knew this. I'm telling you, I grew up hearing crazy stuff about P. Diddy. So when Cassie comes forward, it confirms what John Odie had said, which is unfortunately one of the MK Ultra victims that was one of his slaves. He came forward years ago to the Department of Homeland Security, was telling them things that P. Diddy was doing. Nobody believed him. But the document that Cassie Ventura released actually aligned up with what Jonathan Odie was saying. Then other people started to come forward. People that was a black male producer that came forward and said that he was forced to participate in freak offs, and people coming forward and women coming forward with their lawsuits. There was a black woman who had got shot in the face by him in the 90s who had said for decades that it was him that shot her in the face, and they buried that. It's not like she changed the story, like, or took the money and just was quiet. No, she stuck to that story. It's just the media didn't pick it up. The media didn't want to blow it, make a big deal out of it. But now they want to because they having Mad Day. See, that's the thing. Like, it's not like CNN didn't know that he did this. It's not like Fox. Everybody that's turning on him now, y'all motherfuckers knew that he was doing this shit. So I don't understand why y'all acting like y'all didn't know. They all knew. It's just now they can't really protect him anymore. And so I just want to share this real quick before I play that video. And I don't even, I don't even know if we can play that clip of him beating Cassie. But I had did this video right here. Should the black community support P. Diddy? Why is he being sacrificed? And so through this video, I was just showing like various like old ass magazines that were talking about this for 20 years ago, and my response was a resounding no. He has to redeem himself. I'm not saying it's for us to hang him to the cross, or we have those without sin cast the first stone. I'm not saying that we have a necessarily a right to judge him. I mean, we ain't do no sherm shit that he was doing. We ain't never do none of this stuff that he was, participating in. But at the same time, he has to redeem himself. That's on him. So this industry is throwing him to the wolves. He want to walk away, whatever they got. They all knew he was a federal informant. How is that? How is that surprising or shocking to anyone? Nas been told us about the hip hop police. They've been had hip hop police all throughout. That's just what they do. This industry is a cover for prostitution and trafficking. That's something that we already should know. I mean, y'all, the humans want to bury their heads in the sand. And then when shit like this happened, now you want to feign ignorance. And, oh my gosh, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. They've been trafficking people in there for decades. Sex trafficking slaves and MK Ultra victims, all types of stuff, children, all types of stuff. Y'all knew this. So now they want to put him on the cross. Well, I won't even make that comparison because he's a devil. So, they want to put his feet to the fire, sacrifice him, make him the scapegoat to cover up for other people, for Clive Davis and all the other people that put him on. He got handlers. He got billionaire handlers. That's old money. Old money, that stuff that you can't even look up. You can't even Google some of the people that put him on. I'm telling you, it would be a lot of people behind, it'd be backing behind this, big money backing. But he willingly walked into their system. So he's not a victim of white supremacy, none of that. He had them white billionaire handlers giving him that money, turning the other way. He's making these deals. He's doing all types of shit. He's a federal informant. He was snitching on people. He was watching up. On top of that, trafficking black women, trafficking people, sex trafficking them, forcing artists to get into freak offs. And like Jaguar Wright, she woke it up. She tried to wake this up. So, again, there's been for decades, there has been magazines from 2005, 2000 talking about the top 10 careers Diddy the careers that Diddy killed, the blackmailing that Diddy did. So it's nothing new. And I showed that in this video right here that you see on your screen. This was 2 months ago. We went through it. Then on top of that, I gave y'all the occult reasons of why they're coming after him, and how contracts work, and how blood magic works, and how the occult industry works. And I told y'all that. And here's the thing: they showing y'all this little clip of Diddy beating Cassie's ass at the hotel all on camera. They released that on CNN, right? Oh, they got more. They got more than that. I'm telling you, they got more than that. They got him doing way worse. This is what they showing on camera. So as you can see, I want to share this. Fair use, whatever you have to say to protect the copyright or whatever. But look at this. And, if I have to remove this for the playback, I might,
erase some of the allegations.
Wait a minute. I'm going to mute it because I just want y'all to see it. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see if I can
Combs.
figure it.
The
Wait,
video, captured on multiple cameras, shows
oh,
Combs.
hold on. Okay, I just want y'all to let's do it again. I just want y'all to see. Now, again, warning: disturbing images. Again, if you have kids, remove them. But look at this. Cassie's trying to get away. Cassie's clearly trying to get away. Back turn. She's trying to sneak out. She was a sex trafficking victim. Sex trafficking occurs through different levels of beta. You have monarch beta programming where you keep the victim drugged up all the time so that you can traffic them. You can also do it through soul binding. It's a whole bunch. This is an occult industry for one. Wake up. And so sex magic and sex rituals are very much used. It's an old practice. They have perverted the acts of Tantra, the ancient sex magics, even of Babylonia, believe it or not, and in Africa and Egypt. They had their own sex magic systems too. But the music industry uses that to control artists. They use that to harness energy. And P. Diddy is a master occultist in harnessing the sex energy of unsuspecting females. He met this girl when she was 16 years old, and everybody know in that "It's Me and You" video with Cassie how young and innocent she looked, how the light. Everybody know like she's so beautiful in that video. She was only 16, but you could see the light. It's not just a beautiful, the physical. I'm talking about the inner light. That is what he wanted to capture and corrupt and harness for himself. He was drawing an energy source from her. That's why he beat her ass for all them years, kept her drugged up, kept her out of her mind, because he didn't. He had a contract on her, or somebody, probably her parents, believe it or not, sold her to him under some sort of hidden contract that they did. Again, this is some occult shit. You can believe it or not. You want to bury your head in the sand. I'm telling you, ask me how I know this shit is real. They probably had some sort of deal when she was 16 to sign it, just like with Justin Bieber and all the artists, and he was there to suppress her. Now they probably did her gematria. Again, we talking about light, inner soul, not physical. Obviously, Cassie is physically beautiful too, but it was the inner that he was in charge of harnessing and suppressing to make sure that she didn't do the things that she needed to do for her soul mission. Okay, this is real shit. When some people have different soul missions, different soul energies, and he was pretty much put in charge to suppress that, whether that be keeping her up on drugs and having her fuck all these different types of dudes. And then obviously it's debaucherous. This is the Babylonian magic system, sex magic, but it's the perverted version. And so he had no problem, with anytime she tried to leave, he would utilize a community-oriented gang stalking, because he's a federal informant. He has access, he works for the government on this. And she talked about how every time, she's not the only one to say this. People that have crossed P. Diddy, they all came forward and said they were gang stalked or like targeted, harassed pretty much by different cliques. Again, it works. It's very compartmentalized. And you'll have handlers and you'll have people under them that have to answer to those people. And they'll work in government, they'll work in banks, they'll work in hotels. Hotels is big with this. And so when Cassie would try to escape, they would work together in a unit with a certain secret society, and they would gang stalk her ass and pretty much make her life a living hell so she could come back as pretty much no touch torture. The government runs this program. Y'all can act stupid, play dumb, act like it doesn't exist. Everybody knows it fucking exists. Congress knows it exists. The DOJ knows it exists. The military knows it exists. P. Diddy, working as a federal informant, he has access to implement such a program and put your ass on them lists. So anytime Cassie would try to get away, he will put her on this list, and they would go and gang stalk her and fuck her up and mess her up where she couldn't get, like, say, a hotel room or an apartment. Ask me how I know how this stuff works. Okay, I'm speaking from experience. I know how the fuck this shit works. Okay, where you try to go get a hotel room, they won't book it to you. Your bank's account get frozen, all this shit. You try to find work, you can't get work, you can't get an apartment. That's how this program works. It's no touch torture program that the government uses on people that they can't control, or people that break their MK Ultra, or people that is a part of the industry illegally or legally. Again, some people take an oath to that industry and are under contract, but then some people, their parents do it to them. Or sometimes they are monarch MK Ultra victims. Okay. And so Cassie, most likely, unbeknownst to her, she most likely had a monarch contract that her parents put her through at birth. to pretty much sacrifice her to the system. She was supposed to be a sacrifice, but again, certain people with certain light energy, she has a lot of light. She has a lot of, again, this is an all illegal system anyway. So once it's illegal, it's easy to break. So now we're getting into the occult. If you don't want to learn about occult information and how this shit works, the sinister side of it, the sinister, wicked, satanic side, then get your ass off this video, because this is how it goes. And I'm telling y'all from experience, this is how it goes. Okay. And there's many victims of this that are not famous, that are not influential, that don't, it's so deep. Okay. So you don't have to be all famous or in the music industry to deal with this. You could be in politics. You could be an activist. You can be a scholar, and you can, if you would still have to deal with some element of this, of what I'm talking about, especially in politics and especially in the music and entertainment industry, even in the medical field, big, heavy occult. Okay. And so Cassie was a victim of this. I can look at her and tell. I can look at her as an intuitive and tell the shit she had been going through. And it's sad. And I know she wasn't lying. This girl had been going through this since she was 16 years old, got sucked up in an industry that she didn't know nothing about. And to be honest, again, once you try to escape, and you're dealing with someone who has access to billionaire money, politics. We saw P. Diddy hanging with, what was it? Clinton, Hillary Clinton, or Barack Obama. I mean, this is the president of the United States, and Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and all this stuff. That's access to power and money. Now, again, anything on this system and on this planet Earth, we don't have to look at it as having power over us, because the spirit is what matters. The spiritual realm is what matters. But nonetheless, if you're in this matrix, yes, and you tied and you're that close to that kind of to the satanic industry, yeah, it's going to affect your ass. So when he made phone calls and said, oh, we got one on the loose, Cassie trying to get away, or one of our monarch trying to get away, they all act on accord, kind of like a hive mind. And they have it. It's very compartmentalized. They work through a phone app. They got the dark net. They have her on the dark net passing tapes of her sucking dick and with different men. That's why he would have her with the white nails and holding big black dicks to suck and all this stuff and getting urinated on, probably eating feast, all types of stuff. I mean, it's real. And they circulate in these tapes underground on the dark net of her to the highest bidder. Usually these are billionaires that circulate this stuff, and it probably go for 10, 20 million. He making money off of this. And like Jaguar Wright said, the last tape went for 500 million with the artist that he got possession of, that he sold. And so y'all can bury your head in the sand and try to say, oh, Kylie J.N.S, she don't know that. Oh, that's some crazy talk. It's coming out, and it's all y'all already know. It's been coming out. So people that have been saying this stuff that y'all wanted to call Kathy O'Brien crazy and Jaguar Wright crazy. All these people is crazy. Everybody fucking crazy, but everybody saying the same shit. Justin Bieber, everybody crazy. Everybody had the same story in that fucking industry. Wake your ass up. Dave Chappelle's crazy. Cat Williams crazy. Only for this shit to come out and be true. And if y'all think it's something like that in the music industry, you better believe it's the same thing in politics. It's the same thing in even the conscious community, the Black Power space, all of that. It's the same shit. They do the same thing. Of the trafficking, con science community, they do the same shit. It's nothing new. So y'all knew, and a lot of times, we wanted to not be true. We wanted to not believe it. Of course we do, because many of us are very talented and wanted to go into, and sing and go into the industry and do whatever and whatnot, or get into politics. And then it's like, damn, you have to a lot of us had to swallow that, especially as chosen ones. We had to literally walk away from things that we wanted to do with our life, things that we are naturally gifted in, things because we can't align with that system. We are not allowed to, and our soul won't allow us, and the God won't allow us, and our ancestors won't allow it. And so every time we try to get close to it, they divert it because they don't want us in a part of that stuff. We're not allowed to go that route. And so that industry changes or falls, or till we create an alternative one, or we do something where they come to us and where we dictate the terms of how we're going to work with them and work for our people and or work to express our gifts and creative gifts. To say, if you're a singer, if you're an artist, that you could go independent. and build up, and it's take longer, and it's more expensive, and you won't have the money, and you'll labor more, but you'll be free. You'll be free. You say what the hell you want. Your spirit be free. You ain't gotta link yourself with no damn entities, unless it's the entities that you want to link yourself with, or the entities that you damn came here with from ancient times. Okay. But in this industry, that's how it goes. And so poor Cassie's 16 years old. She don't know any better. She don't know shit. She go thinking she fame, fortune, like we all did, including myself. And she bites off more than she gets you. But honestly, I'm telling you, if we were to really dig, because I've seen some shit, man. And with these soul contracts and certain contracts they'll hold over your head, somebody probably had something on her when she was a baby and she didn't know. One of her parents probably signed something off with the government. Because remember, P. Diddy is government. Don't make no mistake about it. He's industry. He's government. He's boule. You know that's just what it is. That's why he runs vote. No, that's why they always come get him when he wanted. When they want him to come to the black community and say vote or die. Was it the vote or die campaign? And then it was the oh, we're going to start a black party. And I remember when I saw that, when he was talking about he wants to do the start a black political party for black Americans. I remember thinking, oh, this is such a psyop. This is such a stage. This is such a play, a democratic play, you know? And so I knew that, and I wasn't fazed by it. I think the idea of black Americans starting their own political party obviously is a great idea, but not through that shit. I was like, oh no, I ain't following that. But they always go and get him because they thought he always had a lot of clout within the black community. Nonetheless, a lot of black Americans was already resentful of him because they knew the shit that he was doing. And even black Americans, whether they be grassroots or everyday average black Americans, they felt he was out of touch. They couldn't relate to him. They didn't like, I'm telling you, we were kind of like, yeah, whatever. We know you with them people. We know you with them. We know you with their system. We know you will sell a nigga out. We know you a soul snatcher. We know you a bootlicker. We know you a boule nigga. We know you the feds. We know, just like Kanye West said, you a fed. We know you do booty rituals to fragments people's energy and attach entities to them so you can harness their energy and they soul and their talents and gifts. Yeah, we know that's what you do. It's a perverted reverse engineer science. It's not black magic. It's not dark magic. Please stop saying that. Black and dark are not bad. It's reverse engineered science of something they don't understand. When you try to borrow energy and take energy, you got to pay it back. If you steal energy, it's illegal. They don't understand that. Their vibration is too low to understand how it all really works. They'll never understand it. They'll never understand 360 degrees of knowledge. They'll never understand 1,000 degrees of knowledge. They'll be right where they at with the 33 degree, with the reversed engineer of what the fallen watchers gave them, and they don't even understand shit. And so that's where we at. They'll never understand. Yeah, I don't care. They stole Babylonian and Sumerian magic from melanated people, and then regurgitated it, fucked it all up, and then try to give it back to us. And then we don't know any better. So you go right into their system thinking you doing something, you about it. Oh, you clicked in with their system, you're a Mason, you clicked in, yeah, you about it with the Brotherhood or whatever. And you don't even know that all that shit has been perverted 2,000 years ago, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's not the original version of it. It's not the way it's meant to be practiced. It's not the original science. It's stolen. It's botched. It's bastardized. It is what it is. Okay, it's low governing force. It's reverse engineered, but it's not black magic. Black is cosmic galactic energy. Black is the cosmic gateway of dark energy, which is raw creative force. Remember, we talked about chaos intelligence, which is resonance, entropy, consciousness. That's what allows you to create quantum computers and computational algorithms. That's where it starts. That is not what this is in this industry. They thinking that they're holding on to that. But if you reverse engineer that, it after a while, it auto corrects because the universe is nothing but love and genius. Just the same thing as what's in humans, which I already told y'all. And so it's going to auto correct and boom, and shit gonna fall, shit gonna explode, stuff gonna be exposed, people have to awaken, things are going to turn tides. So that's what you're seeing now in this occult industry. That's why when you saw when it was going on strike, but the actors was all going on strike because their contracts was fucked up. The entities did they I'm telling you, it was a spiritual war. That had something to do with the spirit realm. When them actors was all on strike, the writers strike and Hollywood all on strike about them contracts. It was the fallen watchers that was scrambling, figuring out what the fuck they were gonna do. Like, oh shit. And they got it together, but they on borrowed time still, unbeknownst to the actors and the people in the actual Hollywood industry. That's how it go. Y'all can get mad, and I know I'm blacklisted. I really don't give a damn, because again, for those that understand, we know the kingdom of God is within. We know it's like we on them moments, and I'm not a religious person, but we know and we seek enlightenment. We seek God consciousness. We seek love consciousness. We're not okay, and we do desire heaven on earth, and we do desire new parallel infrastructures that humans can benefit from, that our people can benefit from in a holistic way that is in tune with mind, body, and soul, and is in tune with this universe and galaxy and God. Okay, so we don't really have time for the bullshit and y'all system. You know, you want to hold your system over our heads, like, okay, if you don't do this, we gonna do this to you. We'll blacklist you. We won't talk with you. Won't fuck with you. Won't. Y'all niggas is the one that's lost, not my motherfucking ass. Y'all the niggas that don't understand shit, and so we good over here. Those of us that decide to choose ourselves, our higher self, rather. We choose our higher self, and we choose to be in alignment with the cosmic galaxy, which is true dark energy, which is true black magic. Okay, we reverse engineered our shit back. If you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed. Yes, P. Diddy is an occultist, black magic wizard. And he learned his stuff from their system, though. From their system. So it was reversed Babylonian, Sumerian, occult sciences with Egyptian sciences that was bastardized, and he don't understand it. And so that's why he thought for decades that it was okay to do the things he was doing to women, trafficking, sex trafficking, freak offs, blackmail, soul snatching through contracts, sex magic, but sex magic on his artists. He thought it was okay to do all those things. Because in their realm is do without will, is the Aleister Crowley way. As if he's somebody that understands anything. And again, that's not my business. I'm not trying to veer into their shit and tell them what to do, whatever, because again, it's above all of our pay grade in terms of how this stuff is all worked out, how the auto correction works, how the universe works, how God works. It's all above our pay grade. So I'm not one trying to wag my finger at what another motherfucker is doing, because I have to worry about myself and just prepare and help other people along their journey that want to hear it and be an example in that sense. However, I'm discussing it because there's a lot of people that is oblivious. There's a lot of people that are oblivious of how this shit works, and they don't see how spiritual it is. They just see the surface level. Oh, CNN just put a video of P. Diddy beating Cassie. They just releasing all the things he have done, the lawsuits and all. That's all you see. Oh, he did all these things. But y'all don't understand how this is a harbinger and a microcosm of how the entire industry works. It's a microcosm. You think he the only one? We know about Weinstein, Epstein, all of them, R. Kelly, all of them. In the acting industry, they all, I mean, come on, we always talk about we were called conspiracy theorists. We were ostracized. We were told we were crazy when we talked about Pizzagate and what they were doing, the symbols that were, that let you know what you like and stuff, that the FBI just now published, some years ago, and published and said our codes for pedophilia and stuff. We've been talking about that for decades, and everybody said, no, y'all just conspiracy theorists. I know, crazy. All offer it to be true. Every time the FBI and the CIA try to combat this human sex trafficking, those CIA officers or them FBI officers were killed or blackballed or scared or had their family members knocked off if they want to speak up about it. So nobody could speak up about it. Okay, until now. So now ask yourself, what the fuck is going on in 2024 where everything will pop off like that? since Mossad intelligence Epstein got fucked up and got put on blast. What the hell is going on? What could be going on down here? I told y'all we reversed engineered our shit. Y'all the ones that want to sit up there, blacklist me and ostracize me and say, oh, she's this, she's that. Okay, whatever. It's reversed. There's been a hostile takeover from the different dimensions on down. You're just now seeing it play out on 3D level, 3D, 4D, 5D level, but it's already popping off on different dimensions, 45 dimension, 45D, 20D. I told y'all the CIA at the highest levels can't get past 20D. I've been told y'all that years ago, but it was for a reason. 20D, 15D, 10D, 90. What do you think is going on? Spiritual warfare of different dimensions getting at each other. Parallel, superpositioning, quantum realms going at it. It affects Earth. It affects planet Earth. Because we're ushering a new age on this planet. So what do you think is going to happen? Yes, you're going to see things exposed and people put on blast and corruption exposed and things, put back into balance. Because it's popping off. If you're entering a new dispensation, or if you're entering a new age, whether it be the age of Aquarius, age of Chrome, Mother Saturn, whatever it could be, Uranus energy is, believe it or not, affecting this planet. And I know it wasn't discovered, and and that thing got sent. That was I don't want to tell you how Uranus got in our solar system, but it tilts, it rotates sideways for a reason, okay? And so in ancient times, yes, Uranus did not have an effect on planet Earth because it wasn't in our realm of our solar system. That shit got catapulted in our dimension, okay? And so it wasn't always here. So I understand Saturn is the big dog, okay? And so yes, Saturn is a satellite for planet Earth, and it does work with certain elements of other dimensions that was reporting on planet Earth, by the way. And so everybody was like, oh, we worship Saturn. Saturn is Satan. Saturn is not Satan. Saturn is a whole other beast that I don't understand. And it was reporting every little thing y'all asses did to the GIA, which is the top dog of monitor, is a part of it's higher than the Galactic Federation. We're not going to go there because I know y'all not ready yet. For those that's following me, thank God. But if I lose you, it's okay. It's okay, because again, this is spiritual. This is esoteric. This is occultic. This is ancient as well. So ancient wars, ancient bloodlines going to war. It's governmental. It's militaristic. It's a lot. It's above the average human's pay grade that will just click on this video and listen to it. Okay. Anybody that's listening to me, you want a whole nother wavelength. And by that, I'm not saying listening to me like you're following me. I'm saying like anybody that will click on this video and understand what I'm saying and follow me, as far as hearing me, you're already on a whole nother wavelength of consciousness, regardless of status, money, race, gender. It don't matter. If you got, some shit. Okay. We clicked in, we tapped in the spiritual realm. You gotta be. Yeah. So Uranus is affecting this planet, believe it or not, as well as Saturn, as well as the chaos intelligence realm, which is, again, that's the dark energy that makes up the universe. That is creative energy. So that is the pole of creation that births galaxies, that creates universes and planets. That's the highest of the high, or the holy of the holy, or the God realm. That is also affecting. There are beings from that dimension on this planet as well. And so you're seeing a lot of things and a lot of shakeup on Earth. Earth is Gaia. Earth is Tiamat. Earth is Kai. Okay, so that means that Earth plays an important role. It was not supposed to just be 3D. You don't have to Earth doesn't have to just be 3D. You can have heaven on Earth. You can have peace on Earth. Earth doesn't have to be hell. You don't have to work for money. You don't have to pay for water. You don't have to pay for food. You don't have to pay for rent. You can take a stand as humans on your planet, especially melanated humans. What are you doing? And so if we try to tell you that and try to wake it up, and then you still want to go and be in this matrix, instead of creating your own matrix, your own creatrix, your own vortex, your own parallel IPU, what can we do? what can anyone do? We can only fight so far, in different dimensions before you have to wake up yourself and do some damn work. No one, as a human on your planet, if you're staying here, some of you like to come back here. Some of you love to come and reincarnate back on planet Earth for nefarious reasons, and some for just innocent reasons. It's called PlayNet for a reason. Some of you are hated here. Some of you feel like it's literally hell on earth. And it doesn't have to be, because heaven or hell are what? States of consciousness. They're states of mind. Okay? But if you come identified with the V2 of the illusion, which is the content of the Maya realm, the matrix, then you let that program your state of consciousness instead of you programming your own state of consciousness. This is what the Nakhti philosophy is about. This is the codes that teach you intergalactic mentalism, which follows up with the teachings of our ancient ascended masters, as me being an ascended master on this planet. Now, again, P. Diddy, your ass was dead ass wrong for doing this to this girl and for doing what you did to many other people. Don't think that seers don't know what you was doing. And I don't look into him psychically or anything. Like I could, I can really be digging all into his stuff. I don't want to do that because I don't want to dig into his energy, and I don't want. Again, he's attached to entities that I don't really want no part of. And so, but you don't even have to be a seer to know he was doing some sherm shit. All them people that come forward are not lying. What they got to lie for? What is lying on him going to do for the last 20 years? He's been protected by this system for the last 20 years. They just now throwing him away. But it's been people that come, Black Rob, Mob, Shine, Loon, what's the guy that's saying, whoa? Is that Black Mom, or what's the other one? Damn, it's another one. Special Delivery, that one. I want that. Special was Craig Mack. I mean, all these people, Toto, all these people ain't got a motherfucking lie on you. Who was you? Who was you, booty bandit? You gotta do the work, and then you want to talk about you realize that God is a woman and all this stuff and now you want to give back your publishing to your artists, and now you want to go back and help Black Americans with reparations and all this stuff. A little too late, my nigga. A little too late. Now you going against their system, and now they really about to clamor down on your ass, because now it's like, okay, now you took your oath to their system, and now you want to come back all up in our shit. And God does the redeeming, but at the same time, you're gonna have to take that L. You're gonna get castrated. You're gonna get your shit put out on blast. The world is gonna know all the sherm shit you've been doing. That's just how that system goes. If you were eating from the devil's pie all these years and getting fat off the devil's pie, and then you want to sit up there and you took your oath and you done told them you were gonna be loyal, you gonna be their pet, you're gonna do whatever they told you to do, and you don't want to do it no more. Yeah, they're gonna put your ass on blast. That's what they do. That's why we warned y'all, tell y'all, and I had to been warned and told too, so I know how it go. Okay, and so we got people like Jaguar Wright trying to wake things up about P. Diddy for years, and everybody was, and I'm telling you, that whole thing where they locked her up and stuck her neck like that shit happened to me. And the person that was behind that, I remember I received the phone call the day before she got locked up, and was told by a person that is in that industry, that had to deal with revolt, that is connected, that it's so much fucking, it's so deep, man. But the dude called me and we were talking about it, and he was saying how he was gonna meet up with her and the dude that was in Nature Boy's compound. And the dude that was in Nature Boy's compound was linked up with Jaguar Wright at the time or some shit like that. But I remember I received that phone call. Little old me that had no ties to this industry, right? Received the phone, and we were talking on the phone, and he said, "She keep talking tomorrow. We'll have her so fucked up, locked up, messed up. By the time we done with her, she won't even remember her damn name. She watch." The next day, that's when she had got arrested when she got caught with the ashes or whatever at the barber shop, and then they stuck her. And she said the police on them arrested her, and they ran up to her and was sticking her in her neck with medicine and all that stuff. I was like, how did he know that? And I'm telling you, that same person was around me when I started talking, and when they did that same shit to me. I didn't get arrested, but they was sticking my ass with shit too. And he was around, and this person happened. It's deep. It's like it be handlers around motherfuckers, and it be people that be connected to the shit that we put on you to watch you. You be thinking they're your friend, but they really there to watch you, to monitor you. So if you get out of line, they'll go report to their handlers, and then they'll come and figure out a way to set your ass up to get you locked up either in jail or in a mental institution or dead. This is how this industry goes. And they was around me doing that shit. But I'm telling you that the day before Jaguar Wright got arrested, I was on the phone with someone that literally said it was going to happen. How did they know that? How the fuck did they know that? Interesting, right? Is it a coincidence that they were also at the White House? I mean, I don't know. I you know. And so, yeah, I know they want me out the paint, but I'm telling you, they tried several times to come at me. So, I mean, I know how this shit go. I know how this shit go. And I'm thinking, you thinking somebody your motherfucking friend, and they your fucking handler. It could be even your family members. And they watching your motherfucking ass, and they will go and report your ass, and they will get you like smooth straight the fuck up. Just like they did with Jaguar Wright for talking about P. Diddy and everybody in the industry. I mean, she talked about damn near everybody in the damn industry. And you know, some things be like really, but I don't think she's lying about this P. Diddy shit. No. And again, she was also, like she said, she's not a civilian. She talking cold. She's not a civilian. She was a part of their stuff. She's like, she just said in her recent interview that she could have made it up to the highest realms of the Illuminati because she had the you know, the you have to lack conscious pretty much to be at that level. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers wanted me. That, you know, good and hell well, I'm not here to harm humans or harm anybody. But I'm at the top of that shit. And I said, when people was messaging me, oh, you must be the Illuminati because we can't, I'm higher than that shit. I'm not, but it's like a standoff. But I am higher than that, than the Illuminati. And they wanted me in their shit to help run their shit and help do. And I'm not about to turn no blind eye to no kids being trafficked. You know, people get sex trafficking, drugs, and all. Hell no. And the corruption in the industry and politics, I can't turn no blind eye to that. No. So they ain't going, because I'm here to I build systems through my quantum. Remember what we talked about, the Kali Linux. It's an operational system that every human has a part of their brain that know certain elements, that is quite genius in terms of building systems, infrastructures. Now, whatever your gifts will be your gifts. Like that could be in music, that can be in athletics, but every human comes with a certain set of gifts that are kind of like an auto-conscious genius computer. And so with me, when it comes to certain things, I'm naturally good at. And so they want to take advantage of that. And I'm like, no, I'm not about to sit up there and be corrupted. I don't believe in corruption. I don't believe in wickedness. I believe in love. I believe in genius. I believe in peace. I believe in people coming together. And it's not about perfection. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I get it right, or I can toot my horn, or some high heel or something like, or some soapbox or something like that. It's not about that. But at the end of the day, I know I can't do that. I can't do that. So then, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, they get certain people like P. Diddy though that is willing to do it. You got to find a willing vessel. And to be honest, there's so many willing vessels out here that don't know shit, that don't know what they signing up for, and that it's not worth it. It's all a fucking game and an illusion. And they go smack that right into is like a moth to a flame. It's like a fly to a light. They see shiny bright and they go right to it, and then that shit explode on their motherfucking ass, and they don't know what the hell hit them. They thought it was the sun, but it was a damn light bulb. That 44 watt, 60 watt light bulb that damn explode on their ass, went out on them, or they got stung. It wasn't the light. It wasn't true light. It wasn't true morning star energy. They thought they was dealing with the real morning star, but hell no. That ain't what that is. Okay, there's a polarity. We talk about the duality. Yeah, but you got to deal with electronegativity. You got to deal with the elements, with the qualitative elements within the duality. That's where you get into your electromagnetism. Now, I don't want to go over people's head like that, because I know we ain't going to get into all that. Nonetheless, this nigga is dead ass wrong. He did that shit. Let's watch it. Look at this. He running after her. And this is P. Diddy. Now, that's Cassie. She's trying to hurry up and boom. Look at him kicking an innocent woman. Look at this. Because she wanted to leave. Now look at this. Look at that kicking her. P Diddy. Look at dragging her back to hell. And them hotels is hell, man. Stay out them fucking hotels. Them hotels is woof. Demonic as fuck. And they try to set me up to go to a hotel at a certain time to get my ass trafficked and knocked off. Tell you, this is some wicked ass shit, man. That's why they have me so shadow banned and blacklisted. I don't give a fuck. It's wicked ass shit, man. Look at this. And all right what she said in the report, so she wasn't lying. How people was caping for this nigga and trying to shame the black community into supporting this nigga, talking about we're trying to take the black man down. And you know, black man, if you're doing right, when you do right, you should be praised for doing right. When you do wrong, your ass should be tore. You get the frame tore out your ass for doing this type of shit. If you're doing right, you did right. You get your congratulations. You get rewarded. But when you're doing some bullshit like this, no, I'm not caping for this shit. Talking about some white supremacy and all this stuff. And this nigga is boule mixed with black European royal blood and Sephardic royal blood. Come on. And I'm supposed to think he's the victim of the white supremacy? No, that's not how that system works. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. He probably got more ties to the Fallen Watchers than his own damn handlers. But he's so stupid, he probably didn't realize he signed the contract. It was too late to realize that he has more royal blood and more power than them. Like, that's what they do. That's why they go to the black Americans in the first place. That's why they go into now they getting the Africans all in the music industry, over American music industry. Them Africans, because they so simple minded. They really about to go into a den of iniquity. But because we have kind of woken up, so a lot of the black Americans are willing to go independent, or they willing to link up with each other or do it right with each other, go to Dame Dash or some shit, try to get somebody that's in fair business. Because we waking up, so they say, okay, we got to go to damn Africa. Because some niggas just can't really fuck with us anymore. It's true. P. Diddy probably have more royal blood, more spiritual power before he got in connection with them people. In connection to the real Morningstar energy and the Fallen Watchers, had he not touched in actual real light codes of these magic systems that they perverted. He probably naturally, through his light codes, through his epigenetics, have more before he signed contract with them, before he took an oath to them. Just like many black Americans do. You play yourself short. Just like how Prince did, how Prince mentioned that he did. You have more naturally than what they can promise you, but they can't see it yet. So don't come to me or my people, black Americans, trying to shame us for, you trying to take the black man down and you were trying to buy NBC and all this stuff. No, this nigga is corrupt. Y'all corrupt as fuck. And you know y'all corrupt. And he's the feds. Like Kanye West said. He's the fucking feds. And he is in line to do horrific stuff, sex trafficking in these hotels. Look at this. She's trying to call the, Look at this. Look at that. So that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be back on here. I gotta talk a lot of shit today. We gotta do our weekly tarot. We gotta do the Freaky Friday Black Americans. I want to talk about that damn teacher that got fired, because I got a whole mouthful to say about that, because I ain't gonna hold you. I have a nuanced approach. I want to just give you my experience. I want you guys to hear me out on that, because I don't agree with him being fired. I don't at all. And I want to tell you why. I just want to express, and we have a conversation about it, because, I'm trying to understand some things. And I want to talk with the ladies. I want to talk with the community. And so we'll be doing that later on. But I got to get up off here. But yeah, this nigga was doing that Sherm ass shit, and it was wrong, and it was foul. That's all I gotta say. It's fucked up. Let's see the comments. Thank you for dropping. Okay. Hey Jay Barnes. Thank you, Jay Barnes, for that. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.